guys, I kind of feel like this is probably gonna be my last like proper nesting video. Maybe I'll do like a little end of pregnancy vlog if she hangs out a little bit longer and I just want to like touch base on here, but I think this will be my last nesting focused video. I have my hospital bags packed over in the corner over there, and today I had my 36-week appointment, so that was the growth scan and everything else. Like I need to take this off because I got a shot and I had to get blood drawn, so it was just getting poked left and right today, and had to get like the swab taken and did a cervical check. So it was just lots of things, but the positive thing was that we did get an ultrasound too. So like I said, very busy appointment, but it was so fun because we got to see our girl and she was measuring just on time. Everything looks perfect, which is just always great news. And we got to see her 3D, so we got to see her little face. I really do think that she looks like Dylan, and then his mom and my dad also said that, so we'll have to see if that comes true. But just looking at the little photo of her, I was like, I think it looks like him, which I've said that all along. I feel like a lot of the times the first like daughter looks like the dad. I don't know why, that's just what I think. But now tonight we are gonna go to our last pediatrician to check him out. We did 3. We just felt like, let's go to 3, see the vibes. Like, I don't know how much people do like pediatrician interviews, but I kind of felt like I wanted to like meet the people. It's not necessarily like the exact doctor, but I just wanted to get a feel for the office. So we've done 2 so far. We definitely have a favorite out of those 2. So now with this last one, we'll just see if we want to go here instead. But then we will have that checked off our to-do list, and feel like we're really winding down on what we have left. I obviously have to finish things in the nursery. Washing and sterilizing bottles is one thing that I want to do. But yeah, for now, let's go to the pediatrician appointment today. Okay, so we went to the pediatrician appointment last night. I kind of just like got off, but it was pretty good. I feel like we're gonna go with them, which is really nice, because just trying to find a pediatrician that just felt like warm and approachable, I feel like that's something I really value. Went to one and it just almost felt like you couldn't ask questions. She was very dry, and I'm like, I just don't vibe with that, and I need to have it be where I feel comfortable. So we really liked this one, and I think we're gonna go there. I feel like I'm really making progress on my list, which after dropping the dog off at the groomer, I was like, you know what, I'm by Trader Joe's. I'm gonna grab a few of their freezer and specialty things, because as we all know, Trader Joe's is just so good for that. And I'm just slowly trying to like stock up our freezer a little bit. I think Dylan and I might do some stuff like making some breakfast burritos, that sort of thing. We've talked about it, but I wanted to get some other stuff that was just pre-made, just in case we don't get around to that. So I'll show you guys what I got. Starting off with this frozen pizza. I have loved this pizza for so long. It's got like veggies on it, but it's like eggplant, onion, peppers. I don't know why, I just really like it. And honestly, this one might just be an easy lunch for right now if we don't have like leftovers or something for me. I might dive into this stash a little bit, but that's okay. Same thing for this green chicken chili bowl. This is one that we'll have on hand for lunches, just for when we don't have like a lunch, don't have food in our house, don't have leftovers. So I kind of got this with that in mind, but if we can have it be like a meal for once she's here, even better. There's other stuff that I have left. Oh, besides the strawberry ice cream, which was just what little girl wanted. The rest of this stuff I really did get in mind with having as like a freezer meal. So there's these chicken pot pies. That was one thing that I thought about like making as one of our freezer meals, and it's pretty time intensive, and I just feel like maybe we can make some other freezer meals. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, this might be a nice one to have on hand. It will be like the fall months, that sort of thing. Sweet potato gnocchi, same thing. It might just be like an easy lunch to throw on, or just side for something. I also got this Italian style wedding soup, because same thing, it's fall, to be able to just kind of throw this on the stove and warm it up. It looks really good. I got this protein pancake mix. I kind of want to make them as waffles, so I think maybe if we make a few this weekend and then just freeze these will be really nice to have on hand. And then I did put away a bunch of the frozen fruit already, but I think right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put together some little like smoothie bags. I did see that online, where you could just have a smoothie for breakfast and it'll feel nice and healthy kind of, and it will just be in these like pre-portioned bags, so all you have to do is just like dump them in and add some milk and make them. So I think I might prep those today. Oh, and then these might not make it to her due date either, but we love these cookies, so I did get these as well. I just saw them. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe putting together the smoothie bags right now, and then this will be something we'll do over the weekend with maybe some breakfast burritos and one other meal. And then we do have family coming into town, so I feel like in some ways I don't want to like overstock to the point that we can't even move in our freezer because it's so small. We have like a side-by-side fridge and freezer, and our freezer can hardly fit a frozen pizza, so I don't want to overdo it. I feel like these will be nice to have on hand for just doing a few healthy breakfasts that we can just add some milk or Greek yogurt or whatever and just go. I might make more of these. I'm also wondering if I want to get stuff to make like a peanut butter banana chocolate one. So I might do a few more, but at least we have these ready to go. But I just got a text saying that my dog was ready for pickup at the groomers, so I'm gonna go take care of that, and she's gonna look so cute. That was one thing that I was like, okay, dog needs to go to the groomer. Like, there's all these other little things beyond just the normal nesting tasks that you need to think through, because that's quite simply something that we are not going to want to have to worry about once she's here for a little while. So I'm gonna pop these all in the freezer. Okay, we are in the nursery, and I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do on the wall here, but I think I'm gonna do a separate nursery tour video. I don't even know if it's gonna be like after she's born at this point, because I mean, I guess it depends on when she arrives, but I feel like there are still just like finishing touches that I just don't know that I'm gonna be able to do in time, and I kind of want to wait until I have it 100% done and cute and what I want it to look like. But we're having a little bit of a roadblock with the house. Anyways, let me show you guys the dresser all stocked up and what that organization looks like. The thing about the organization is that I'm probably gonna have this be like my first stab at it, because you have to start somewhere. And then once I'm actually like functioning in here with her, I feel like the dresser organization might just evolve as we go. But without knowing, I needed to get it somewhat set up. So let's take a gander. The lighting might be a little bit rough, but at this point, this is what I have for her little diaper caddy. So I just filled it with a bunch of little newborn diapers, and then wipes, obviously. And then in here, I have some of the stuff like a diaper balm, and I've got this all over ointment from Tubby Todd that I hear amazing things about. And oh, the thermometer. And this is the diaper caddy. The lighting is not great in here right now, but it's like this boucle texture, which just kind of felt like cozy in here. And then we've got the changing pad here. I think what I'm gonna do is move this to the right side of the dresser, because I think that's where our diapering is going to go on. So we've got all of these extra newborn diapers in here. We have some more wipes stocked up here, so hopefully I can just grab them and refill the diaper caddy. And then, what was I gonna put here? I just put this here because I was like, oh. I think my intent was to put some passies in here once I wash and sterilize those. And then we have some of the extra stuff for just care. I have some other things that I need to stock up in here. Next up is burp cloths. In the last top drawer, I've got some headbands and hats in here, socks, little mittens. These are some of the shoes that she has. So these are little knit ones, and then these are like fun little frilly girly ones. Let me get into this drawer, which is where we've got newborn onesies, newborn sleepers, 0 to 3 month onesies, 0 to 3 month sleepers. And this was nice for me to see, because I was like, definitely need some more 0 to 3 month onesies, especially because we don't know what size she's gonna come in at. We might be going into these sooner than later, so I probably should take care of ordering some and getting those laundered. And then this drawer has her sleep sack. I'm getting one other, which is on its way in the mail. And then these are just older onesies and sleepers that we have. I love the colors when you open some of these drawers, but this is an extra crib sheet. We've got our wild bird carrier here, and then we have the little wrap carriers here in 2 colors. So I'm so excited. Look at these prints. They're just precious. And these are just little blankets that we can use for swaddling, just a light blanket over her car seat, even like a nursing cover. So those are just in there for now. And then finally, in this drawer, it's all of the extra books that did not make it onto the bookshelf for right now. I do think I'm gonna have to figure out a different system. I don't know if I'm gonna get like a little trunk or something, because I think having this drawer accessible for other things would probably be nice. But for right now, I needed somewhere to put all these, and I did want to be able to like kind of grab and go with them. I just think it is kind of fun to look at in here. And then I also got her little diaper bag ready by the door. I still need to get probably like another diaper balm and stuff to go in here so that we have that for on the go. But otherwise, I just popped in some diapers and some wipes, a little blanket in here, and then a burp cloth and a little newborn onesie just for a change of clothes. Honestly, this is probably gonna evolve quite a bit, but I wanted to have something ready. I know we won't leave the house like too much right when she's first born, but I do know that we'll go for like the pediatrician appointment, and I feel like it just feels better to have it somewhat stocked. And then like that day, I obviously will like pick and see what I need to throw in there. But just knowing that there's some stuff in there, I don't know, it just makes me happy. Maybe it was just fun for me to do. But that is kind of where we're at, which also I don't know if I mentioned, but the dresser is from IKEA. I'm sure I'll chat more about that when I do like the overall final nursery video, but I thought we could run through what was in the dresser because I don't know that we need to go that detailed in the nursery video. But yeah, that is where we're at for today, and I think that tomorrow I might just do some of the bottle washing and sterilizing just to have that done. I see like mixed things online about like when to sterilize the bottles. I often see that they're only sterile for like 24 hours, but then some people are like, oh, you just need to sterilize them once at the beginning. I might just sterilize them to have it done with and then store them with like caps on or like in Ziploc baggies so that they're not exposed to things. And that way they're just ready to go. And then also maybe have like the sterilizer set up, because I think especially in like those first few weeks, it's probably something that we're gonna wanna keep up with. But from my understanding, maybe once she gets older, you can lessen up on the sterilizing and do it a little bit less frequently. I don't know. If anyone has experience with that, I'd be curious to know, because like I said, there's so many opinions and I don't think there's necessarily a right way or a wrong way, but for some reason that one's just like an overwhelming one for me. Okay, it has been a few weeks. There's just been a lot going on, but we were able to get some maternity photos. So I have a quick little clip of that. We did at the very end of 36 weeks. So I just wanted to make sure that I got some pictures and had it documented. We've talked about going and doing like another set if she doesn't come. I'm, let's see, about to be 38 weeks tomorrow, so it's gonna be close, and it just really depends on if we're up to it or if we have time, if we wanna go and take some more, like we talked about maybe doing a few on the beach. But at this point, I think we might just leave it as those maternity photos. I was really happy with how they turned out. I took them myself. It was like very much a, hey, let's go take these tonight before she arrives and we don't have them. We just went out for like 20 minutes and now we just have that special memory. And now it is crunch time with just these final nesting tasks. We actually installed the car seat last night into Dylan's car, so maybe I'll insert a little clip of that because it just looks so cute. And he took it to work today, but I'm like, I wonder what he was thinking as he was driving and he saw that like little mirror with the car seat in there. It was probably really special. But today I really need to focus on washing and sterilizing all of the pump parts and all of that. I have some pasties, like I just have lots of those things that need attention. So first things first, gonna unbox these bottles. I went with the Philips Advent ones, the glass ones. I know sometimes it just depends on the baby, what the baby wants. So we're gonna try these, but I figured I'll run them through the wash and then I'll do the second step later, which is putting them through the sterilizer. And then same with some of the pacifiers and pump parts and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to see how many loads I can fit things in, but I think just getting those set up is kind of my last thing. I've had this checklist, which maybe I can like put on here, that I have been following for myself just to try to like keep up with things. And yeah, the last other thing that I really had for this 36-week mark would be to meal prep for some freezer meals. But I grabbed some of those Trader Joe's ones, and I mean, if we have time this next weekend and feel up to it because everything else is done, we can do that. We also are gonna have some family in town, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to help us out meal-wise, and even like before they left, if they just made like 1 or 2 freezer meals to just prolong us with some meals, like maybe that's what it is. I'm not gonna stress about trying to put together these final freezer meals, let's put it that way. So really it's just sterilizing the baby gear. I have my appointment tomorrow, and then I think at like 39 weeks, I'm gonna start doing some of the curb walking. I feel like I don't wanna start that too soon. Like I'd like to wait till 39 weeks. I know some people probably start it earlier. Part of me also is like September marks that 39 week mark, and I feel like, I don't know, I just need time. If she arrives right now, that's fine. But I sure as heck could use another week. So we're gonna wait to do the curb walking. So here is what we're working with. I've already unboxed like a few bottles and pacifiers, which are in here. I need to see what in all this is like dishwasher safe versus just gonna be hand washed and then sterilized. I love all the little passies. Okay, so the dishwasher's running, and I have all of these things, which I think are all gonna be hand washed, just to be safe for like preserving them, like the pump parts, or like the silicone pump, the passy clip, all the passies, that sort of thing. Pretty much concludes this nesting video. I feel like that was the last major thing that was on my list left to do. Car seat is installed. We've got the bottles, pacifiers, pump parts all washed and sterilized, ready to go. So I feel like we're pretty much ready. I feel like we have to like re-tidy some areas in our house because we had it pretty tidy, and then we've just lived in here and it's been a little wild. So we need to re-tidy a few of the areas in here. And obviously someday our nursery will get done. I have pretty much made peace with it. It is not going to be done before she gets here, but hopefully by the winter time I should be able to have it all decorated and perfect, which, you know, she's not going to be in there at first anyways, and it will still be fun to complete it when we get to. I do think I'm gonna have to set up a little diaper changing area in our room, maybe to just make it easier. Now I feel like the last thing is, like, do I decorate for fall this coming weekend if she hasn't arrived? Because it will be September, and I'm like, part of me is like, do it, and then it will be decorated and all cozy for when she gets here. It will feel like fall. I don't have to worry about it. And I feel like it could be just like a cozy memory, like bringing her home, having our house feel so fall, and just really mark it as like a September birthday. But if she comes any earlier than that, I probably won't do it. I also don't want to be like stressed running around and doing it this weekend if I don't feel up to it, but I don't know when I'll get it done otherwise. So that I might do in preparation of little lady. I feel like part of me is like, my head is in fall, and then part of me is not, because my head is so focused on baby. But I know that, you know, once she's here and we're cozy, it might be enjoyable because we'll be watching football and just spending a lot of time at home and trying to embrace coziness with her in the little newborn bubble. So then it might be good for fall. I don't know. I think I'm talking in a circle here, and I think it's time to wrap this video up. That pretty much concludes the final phase of my nesting. Thank you so much for watching. I've had so much fun making these videos, prepping for baby, and now we just wait and get excited and maybe decorate for fall. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which may or may not have a baby in it. All right, bye.